All right, thanks for tuning in. Today's video is going to be the first video of the new year. I got a rare couple of days off, so I took a little bit of time to kind of regroup. But for those of you who are not local, we got a bunch of rain, which is good. The bad part of that is where I like to fish, which is up here on the north part of the lake. You know, it's fed by two rivers, so we got a lot of debris and it's muddy. I don't like fishing muddy water. A lot of people do. I don't. So on this day we got out, very cold. We started out kind of thinking we had to fish the muddy water, so we went and just threw the bass jig, you know, a jig and a trailer. Caught a couple of good ones. Shoot, it might be, you know, it might be 15 feet there or by the dock where we're throwing.
Well, we're at 18 right here.
Uh-oh. It's a good one, too.
Oh boy, it is.
Boy, that's a doozy, Zane. That is a nice one.
Yes, that's bigger than the one I caught.
Ooh, look at that chunk. I mean, that's got to be 3+ there. Big chunky spot.
Stupid dogs.
Well, Zane, that's the pattern so far.
Hold over.
Two. Big old fat spot.
I was reeling it in and he freaking crunched it.
Nice one. Yep. And then we went to look for clearer water. And you'll see if you've watched my videos, you know I like to fish with a spinning rod and a small homemade jig. I did catch one on the jig and fluke, which you've seen me use quite a bit. These are great deep water techniques to catch fish. And we happened to find some bluff walls, and by bluff walls I mean it's just almost like the wall of a swimming pool. I mean it goes where the water meets the bank. It's a straight drop down, and it might be, a lot of times our boat was setting in 40 or 50 feet of water, and it's probably 25 to 30 feet right at the bank. That's what I'm looking for right now. The bass will chase bait up against that wall and trap it, and they use that to feed. Anyway, it's one of my favorite ways to fish, so stay tuned for this, and hope you had a good new year. And this is just the first of many to come here in the 2024. Thanks for watching. All right, thanks for tuning in to the 2024 edition. We got out here on the northwest side of the lake. It's really muddy. We had to look for clearer water, and we're throwing the jigs. I think water's too dirty for anything else right now, but we've caught a couple good ones. Having to fish slow, and it is ice cold out today. Got to be able to adapt. It's this got a steep and deep is where we're catching them. Still catching them on the bass jig, and I just decided to throw this jig and fluke for a minute or two. A 13 fishing, not a bad one. It's a nice fish too. Using my jig and fluke.
Oh, the fluke.
Yeah, jig and fluke. There he it's a good one too, whatever it is. Yeah, it's a nice one.
Oh gosh.
Oh, it's another hog, Zane. That's a nice fish.
Well, you worked his butt.
Yeah. Look at that one, Zane. That's a nice
That's
one.
a good one.
Ooh.
Well, you worked his butt.
The old trusty homemade jig. Zane, I think there's more than one fish.
That could be.
Because that can't be the fish I missed. The old homemade jig. Hard to beat in this cold water. Bet you I caught that fish out of 30 feet of water. Boy, it takes patience to fish them this deep.
Oh. Something tuck me. I just got bit. I was just kind of letting it sink and something yanked it.
Still think there's another fish here. Steep bluff walls. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but the kind of stuff we're setting in 35 feet. It drops straight down. Unfortunately, with all the mud, we're having a hard time finding other areas like this.
Be careful, there's a log right there.
Right to the left, right?
Yeah.
Man, love to feel him hit it. Well, I know one thing, it's about as cold as you can. If it got any colder, I don't think you'd be fishing, it's just too cold. It is cold. Ooh, it's a nice one. Is that a largemouth? It is. Yeah, nice largie. So we're back fishing the same bluff wall that we've caught 3 fish on so far. We left them alone. See if we can catch another one.
About where you caught him was right here.
Oh, there he is. I thought we'd come through here and catch another. I think it's another doozy too. Oh, it is a nice one. It's a nice one. Not as big, but it's still a quality fish.
Well, there was a few in here.
Yeah, I think they're just chasing bait along that bluff wall. I mean, that's approaching 2 pounds. Nice fish. Boy, you got to work for them, but man, that is fun.
There it comes.
If you're not getting snagged once in a while, you're not fishing in the right spots, is all I know. Are you kidding me?
Oh, another good one.
I don't think he's a giant. Better than him anyway. Hey, calm down. Calm down.
You called it.
It's neither, you know, it's a solid pound and a halfer anyway. I'll take those all day long. They don't have to be giants for me. I like catching fish.
I'm snagged still.
That fish hammered it there. So that's what we caught. 5 along here?
Yeah.
All in one little area.
Yeah, jeez. Did he take it?
That's another nice one.
Yeah. Off those rocks.
What's our depth here? We're 24. It might not be deep enough. Man, that wind. There we go. Now we're getting into some depth. You know what? Why in the heck is my hood's not on? No wonder. There. That's better. That wind has really come up. That's about as cold as I can take. There he is, Zane. It's a nice one too. Oh, Zane, it's another doozy. I mean, it's a nice one. That's 2.5 pounds.
I told you right along with.
So the key today is steep and deep. Steep drop-offs and, you know, deep water. We're setting in, well, we were setting in 35 when I caught that fish. All right, thanks for tuning in. That's a good way to start 2024 for us. It was really too cold to fish. Did better than I thought I would. But we had to find clearer water because it's a mud hole back here now. And kind of surprised because all the rain we got's been a good week ago and it's still muddy. Caught them several different ways. My brother caught a few on the bass jig. I caught a good one on the bass jig, and then the jig and fluke worked, and then my little finesse jig worked too. My kind of fishing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you next time.